We're here at the Racing Electronics display at PRI. Steve Post from Motor Racing Network, and one of the great partnerships we have with Racing Electronics is the ARCA Menard Series. And Ron Drager family has ran this thing forever. Ron now works for NASCAR as it's been absorbed there, and it has been an awesome process as we get to where we're at now with the 3 tours. So Ron, when we look at the 2022 season, the national tour, if you will, the East and the West, kind of assess how things went with the ARCA Menard Series across the board.
Yep, thanks. Great opportunity to visit with you here, Steve, and what a great show and nice booth with Racing Electronics. We sort of built this statement that it's ARCA, we build champions, and we're so proud of 2022 because our champion Nick Sanchez, our second place driver Daniel Dye, our third place driver Raja Karuth, all will be full-time in the Truck Series. Our East Series champion, ARCA Menards East, Sammy Smith, full-time in Xfinity with the Gibbs car. So we feel like we're doing something right there.
No doubt, you are doing something right. When you look at the racing on the national program, as far as that goes, I had a good visit mid-season with Bill Venturini, and Bill has fielded cars with you guys forever. And Bill said, when you look at ARCA right now, when you look at the number of competitive cars, he said, I don't know that it's ever been this deep as far as competition goes. It looks like there was a lot of teams with a lot of good cars showing up at your races.
Yeah, Steve, so we can go back and find seasons where we had 60 and 70 race cars at the track, but if you look at the results of those races, there's like 3 or 4 guys on the lead lap at the end of the race. Today's ARCA Menard Series, the depth of quality, I would agree with Bill, who has been around long enough to have a gauge on this. The depth of quality is as good as it's ever been. These young drivers coming up, and it's difficult for them to win a race, and I explained to them, that's not you. It's the atmosphere of the series right now. It's that competitive.
How are the East and West Series going? We've on MRN we covered the East Series race. I think we covered Dover, maybe another one. I know in the West Series we actually covered the finale. East and West, how are those series evolving as they've moved from K&N, East and West? How are they evolving for you guys?
Yeah, really well. Shameless plug for MRN. So important to us to have that coverage, and MRN, you guys who call the race and all the folks that produce, just great to have that, so very much appreciative of the MRN relationship. The West Series will add 2 new venues, pretty excited about that, Madera and Shasta, and we get to go to Portland and Evergreen and Irwindale, a lot of those long-time important places, but we get to run in conjunction with Xfinity at Portland, conjunction with the Cup races in the spring and the fall at Phoenix, at the Sonoma, conjunction with Cup, and that's important to that series to elevate it and have it be on the same spotlight on the same weekend with the NASCAR National Series.
It really truly is. You talk to the drivers, you hear them. We had Jake Drew here earlier today, and he talked about getting a chance to win at Portland in that series with the Xfinity Series teams and drivers there, and how important that is. So as you look forward with it, the ARCA, the National Tour, and this is what I love about it, from dirt tracks to super speedway to road courses, it looks like everything from soup to nuts again when we look at 2023.
We pride ourselves on the diversity of the schedule, and it's been that way sort of forever, and really important to us to maintain that. So the 20-race ARCA Menard Series, all those venues you just talked about, we'll have 12 races with the ARCA Menards West, 8 races for the East Series. Already got drivers announcing their candidacy to run for the championship. Team owners seem to be enthused and healthy, so we're looking forward to a really good 2023.
I do want to mention team owners. In your West Series, Bob Bruncati and Maureen Bruncati, so much staples in the sport, and retiring now, but it's stalwarts like them, like the Venturinis, like these teams, like Bill McAnally. Those people, I mean, you hate to lose them, but you've got to appreciate all the energy that they have put, the Bruncatis have put into this sport.
Yeah, Bob Bruncati and his drivers were not always fully funded. You know, Bob was fielding cars that weren't really fully funded, and he did it. And his thing is to help young drivers. In his quote unquote retirement at Irwindale Speedway, he's starting a junior late model class to help kids. But it's gratifying for us, Hillenberg and Kimmel, and for people like that to be able to make a living in the ARCA Menard Series. That's not something we really envisioned, but really proud that it's happening.
Really, really good stuff, and it won't be long. We have Daytona to kick it off, right? it on with the annual race down there at the Daytona Speedway?
Looking forward to Daytona. We have our preseason practice January 13th and 14th, and we'll be racing on Saturday the 18th, day before the 500.
Man, can't wait for it. You expressed your appreciation for MRN. Those are my favorite races to cover. I love your men and women on pit road. They give us so much access. It's fun down there. Just the excitement that it provides for us. We really enjoy it, and I love the partnership, and I love that we get a chance to do it. And then we get to meet the young drivers too, and that really puts us at a neat spot with these young drivers where we know Nick Sanchez before he even steps foot into the NASCAR garage. So neat stuff. We really appreciate it, that's for sure. The ARCA Menard Series, Ron Drager joining us here at the Racing Electronics booth here at PRI.